Hey guys, Eric here with a review on the X8W by Syma. This is an FPV quadcopter. This is going to work by broadcasting a Wi-Fi signal to your phone, and you can view real-time what the camera is viewing. We'll do an unboxing, a flight review, and then I'll also compare it to a very similar quadcopter, the X101 by MJX. This is another one that I reviewed earlier, and a really great flying quadcopter. The only problem I had with it is the footage was very, there's a lot of vibration in the video. So I'm hoping I can attach a GoPro to this one and get a little bit more smooth footage compared to this one. And a lot of the features are going to be very similar between the two quadcopters. So let's get into the unboxing. It is 2.4 gigahertz, just like the other one. HD camera, you have your 6-axis gyro, very standard. You can do flips, and it does have headless mode on this one. So let's take a look at it. You got your manual, and here's your quadcopter. I got mine in matte black. The body feels really sturdy, and I do like how they put the lights poking out of the body on this one compared to the X101. The bottom lights are actually built into the frame, so we'll see how those lights look. And you got your charger, you got your 4 extra blade guards, and then you have an extra set of blades. Then you have your transmitter, which takes 4 AA batteries. It's full-size control. Then you got your very large battery in here. This is the 2000 milliamp hour battery that's going to come with your Syma. And then compare that to the 1200 milliamp hour that comes with the X101. Down here you have, this is your FPV camera. So it's going to clip onto the bottom and then plug into the body of the quad. And then you have your back clip. This is where your phone is going to fit into. You just basically clip this on to your phone like that, and that's going to hold it on the remote. So and then this part just slips right on there like that, and you can fly FPV that way.
I mounted the GoPro using a cheap mount from another quadcopter and secured it with zip ties. The video was a lot smoother on the X8W versus the X101. And with a better mount, I'm sure you could get even better results, which would make this a great budget aerial video drone as long as you don't fly too far away. The biggest problem is the limited range. Usually Syma has all-around great quality toy-grade quadcopters, but the X8W was lacking not only in range but also with its camera quality, which I'll get into in just a minute. It's advertised at about 70 meters or 229 feet, but I wasn't even getting half of that. I tested in several different locations to make sure there was no interference from radio signals, and I found that at about 90 feet the X8W would just lose signal and fall out of the sky. I might have just had a bad transmitter, so if you have an X8W and are getting better range, please leave a comment down below and let me know. The sturdy landing gear has a nice wide stance. It has no problem handling rough landings like a champ. Flight times were a little better than the X101 at around 9 minutes with no camera and around 8 minutes with a GoPro. Extra batteries cost around $15 and charge times are a whopping 3 hours. Now, Syma did do a really good job with the LED lighting. The raised modules on the bottom help with orientation, and there's even lights on top which helps when you're flying towards you and your quadcopter is tilted. Now, the camera isn't what I was expecting. I thought they would at least put a 720p camera on this thing, but it's actually a 640 by 480 standard definition camera. Now, if you don't plan on carrying heavier cameras, then I would recommend going with the smaller Syma X8W, which has just as good, if not an even better FPV camera. It's kind of like a mini version of the X8W. Now, it can lift smaller action cameras like the Mobius, and I included a link to my review on this one in the description down below. Flips were a little awkward. I just think this quadcopter is a little bit too big and too heavy to perform flips, so I wouldn't recommend doing them. So overall, the Syma X8W does make a great close-range, budget aerial video quadcopter if you upgrade to a better action camera. I would have liked to see better range and a better camera to match the quality of the rest of this quadcopter, but overall it actually does fly really well. It's very stable thanks to its 6-axis gyro, And I added links to similar quadcopters that I do recommend if you guys are interested in something similar to the X8W. And that's my review on the Syma X8W. If you have any questions, please just leave them in the comments down below and make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with future reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.